taking that breath. And exhale, just arrive. Allowing the space between your body and the walls around you to expand. Allow the inhalation through the nose to enter through the skull, down the back of the neck, the spine. That breath is still traveling down, all the way down to past your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and then to your root. Inhale through the nose. Draw that breath up, 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 and then exhale, push it down the spine, out through the root. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Allow the stillness to hold you like a soft blanket, cradling you, supporting you, and loving you. And it's just there for you. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to say. There's no transaction to be made. You are just unconditionally supported in this space of awareness. Just imagining that there is a beam of light from the crown of your head connecting you out through the cosmos to your soul star. And as it comes back down through Earth's atmosphere, through the crown of your head, all the way down through your root to the core of the Earth, connecting you to Earth Star. Allowing the sounds, the noise, and the movements around you just to bring you into a deeper state of inner awareness. Allowing your mind to quiet down. So pull up a screen in your mind's eye. And on this screen, I want you to hear all your little background chatter. All the little doubts, the questions, the insecurities, the lack, the fear, the scarcity, all the little alarms, all the little anxiety, all the little nitpicky things, the pet peeves, the irritations, the frustrations, the what the heck this again, the pattern recognition. See all of it. See all the BS right in front of you on this screen. And then you notice at the bottom left-hand corner of this screen, there is a big dial, and it is cranked all the way up to the max. And you reach your hand out and you continue to turn it to the right, and it's going more maxing, and it's maxing higher and higher and higher. And as the volume turns up, the intensity of all these little noises. This monkey mind is getting louder and louder and louder and louder, and it sounds like a busy marketplace. It is the matote, it is the Maya of the 3D that is there distracting you, holding the mind in a pattern that is very distracted and most likely not serving your greatest and highest good. And just like we cranked it up, we can now take that hand and start turning it to the left. Our wrist starts turning to the left as that dial goes down, down, down. And you notice that the chatter becomes quieter, lighter, softer, not as harsh, not as loud. And maybe it disappears. And maybe it's just like you're watching a screen on mute. And you can see the action. And just notice where you feel either that intensity or that, like, wow, I can't believe all that noise was going on without me even knowing it. Where do you feel that? For me, I feel it in my solar plexus. And when you feel things in your solar plexus, it you start to contract there. You may notice the contraction somewhere else in your body, wherever it resonates for you. And just witness that contraction. Even still, the volume's down, and then the feeling is still there. What? Bring your awareness to the feeling. Now that it's quiet. And maybe you see that feeling as a face, as an image, a symbol, a color. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's a younger version of you that feels sad, that feels unsafe. And whether it's a ball or color or a little you, or maybe it comes to you as an animal or a messenger of some sort. In any way it is, you know that this is your feeling center. This is your emotion that you feel when all this chatter is going on, when all the density of life, of the world, of the reality that you're living in is weighing so heavy on you. Maybe it just feels like a weight. And now, you, as the adult you are today, as the being you are today, I want you to reach your hands out to whatever that representation is of this feeling or this emotion. And I want you to bring it into your chest. And I want you to say thank you. Thank you for informing me. Thank you for telling me, for showing me that I'm uncomfortable here. Showing me where I contract, showing me where I am uncomfortable, where I go back on my word, where I betray myself, where I say yes when I mean no. All the little incongruencies. I want you to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't listen. I'm sorry it had to show up as pain in my body. a headache, fatigue, a stomach ache, overwhelm, anxiety. I'm sorry it had to manifest so heavily for me to notice. And now say, please forgive me. Please forgive me for the times that I betray you, for the times I was out of line, for the times I lied to myself, for the times I proved to another part of me, the saboteur, that I, in fact, was going to sabotage the situation. Whenever you say you're going to do something and you don't do it because you're breaking a habit, your ego gets to be right. And then the ego keeps you small and then takes you through a guilt cycle or shame spiral or fear. And so you're able to recognize this in this quiet stillness. And it's really only you forgiving yourself. The emotion was created with a with an elevated thought, with an elevated emotion. An imprint was created, which became a pattern or habitual, which your mind, ego, only put in place because it's thought that that's what you wanted. And it becomes familiar, these familiar, whenever we recognize the pattern, it can be an emotional pattern, a physical pattern. It's usually they're hand in hand. Now that you can see it, you can recognize it, you get to understand it, you get to take your power back from it because you're the one that created it. Because your subconscious mind is that intelligent. It did this to save you, to protect you, to make you feel secure. But the fine line about security is it can also keep you small, can keep you in a box, because it can be scary to go outside and reach a little further, to step away from the tribe. You could be at risk, you could be at even greater danger. But the pattern that's been running is not serving you anymore. And so again, we say thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I love me. I love me. Because I am me. I am me. I am me. And now you might find that me needs a new direction. Me's new direction is balance, is harmony, is creativity, is flow, is abundance, is acceptance. Now, these words, we hear them, we say them, but do you feel them? This is your opportunity to feel for what it is that you want, to feel for the yes that is you, to feel love in your body and in your mind, to be in alignment. And coming from alignment, it is your mind, your body, and your energetic signature. We connect to saying yes to the you that you are becoming weightless. How does it feel to be liberated? It feels easy. It feels free. It feels light. It feels joyful. Feels happy. Feels like there's more mental capacity for things that I love and care about. What does it feel like to be inspired? There's drive. There's ambition. There's believing it can happen. There's self-belief. There's creative momentum. There's manifestation and inspiration. There's a knowing in inspiration. And you know what you're capable of. Because if you can dream it or have a thought about it, it already exists. The only thing separating you is the feeling. Because you think it's something outside of you that you need to attain, that you need to get to. It's a destination. But really, it is an inside job of harmonizing and attuning to the frequency. What does it feel like to transform? What would transformation look like, feel like, it sound like for you? Is it congratulations? You did it. Look at you shine. You're making such a positive impact. I love seeing your art. Thank you for sharing. What do you hear? What do people say to you if you've made this transformation? Where have you been? This is one of my favorite ones. Where have you been? I say, oh, I just had to tune into this frequency, had to get some stuff out of the way. But I'm glad to be here now. Liberate, inspire, and transform. You get lit by becoming weightless. When we drop the old story, the old pattern, where you become The samurai with the sword. There is nothing that can get in your way. It can be in your way, but you just come out with your sword. Ain't no big deal. Because you walk in reverence, self trust, and a deep love for your body, your mind, and your spirit. So, receiving this love without transaction, just for merely existing, your presence is the gift. You being here is the gift. Your why is the gift. Why do you show up to work? Why are you showing up for yourself? Why are you showing up anywhere you do? Because you have a bigger mission in your heart. You want to give. You want to be of service. You want to connect and collaborate with community. You want to be with your peers. You want to show them what you have and you want to see what they have. It's reciprocity. It's an understanding of self. And through that understanding of self, we understand one another more deeply with compassion and discernment. Our kindness is not mistaken for weakness. Our kindness comes from understanding with an open heart, with clear boundaries that if you are not meant for me, you are not meant for me, and that is clear. You tend your garden of self love. That means becoming more present throughout your day, setting reminders, little timers. Sometimes it's you are blessed and highly favored. You are wealthy, or I am wealthy, depending on how you like to receive your statements of truth. I am or you are, both work. Just feel slightly different. So you tune into the frequency. Do you like saying you are wealthy, or do you resonate more with I am wealthy? Or is it triggering and you're like, that's a big word? What is the lowest hanging fruit? I just feel good to be able to move in my body and walk around the planet today. It feels great that I was able to wake up and show up for this class today, this session, these soul sessions where we reconnect to our inner awareness. And when we connect to our inner awareness, we are connecting with spirit, with the greater cosmos. We rise above the collective. And in this sacred place, we get to create a home for ourselves to bloom, to prosper, and to flourish with sincerity, honor, truth, and respect for oneself. And then you praise yourself. Praise yourself the way you enjoy to be praised. Acts of service. What makes you feel good? What would you love if somebody else did for you or took off your plate? Can you do that for yourself or someone else, a loved one? Can you treat yourself? Get yourself a little gift. Say nice things to yourself in the mirror. Or my personal favorite is touch. I love to touch myself and say nice things. I'm just tends to be when I'm sitting down and going to the bathroom, and I'll just rub my legs and say, I love you, legs. I love you, beautiful body. You're so strong. I love you, tummy. I love you, body. I love you, breasts. I love you, shoulders. I love you, hands. Love you, feet. And I actively say these things out loud to myself. Because if I don't, it just gets lost. And then weeks and months have gone by, and I haven't said one nice thing to myself in a long time. But that's not how I want to be treated. That's not how I want to be in relationship with oneself. You want to be attentive to yourself. You want to be of service to yourself, because when you are of service to yourself, you are then free to be of service to others. Filling your cup up so that you can then pour over to others. And now I'm going to bring us into a little bit of breath work here from this elevated place. We saw where we came from. We got to understand it. Now we get to transmute it through the breath. And then we're going to add a little movement. And then I will send you on your way. So wherever you are in your space, you're going to take an inhale through the mouth and exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. We've got 10 more. Last inhale. Exhale. Hold on empty for 60 seconds. Just holding your breath, allowing the energy to circulate, bringing a sense of ease and comfort into the body, keeping the mind quiet that you are safe. There is a timer. Your breath is there waiting for you at the other end of this. You are already more than halfway. Allow the spaciousness, the expansion of clarity. You are almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, Inhale. Hold. And release. And again. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Just bringing that oxygen in and releasing. Inhale. Exhale. Moving the energy through the body. Inhaling love. Exhaling fear. Receive all the cooperative components of creation. And then with the exhale, you manifest it. From that state of being, saying yes to you, your yes. Honoring your agreements with yourself, integrity to your word. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Five more. Inhale. And on the exhale, hold the breath at the bottom. This time for 90 seconds. Allow the energy to circulate. Awakening dormant DNA codes. Strengthening your connection to your spirit guides, your intuition, your higher self. To your galactic alliance, your spirit guides, anyone known and unknown that is of light and love and here to guide you and assist you on your earth journey. We strengthen this bond. You have been here for 1 minute. You have 30 seconds left. Relax into the sensation of the breath hold. Continue to expand your capacity. You can inhale in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Keep pulling that energy up from the perineum, the mulabanda. Keep holding pelvic floor, lifting, lifting, lifting. Keep holding. You release in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Allow your breath to return to normal. And stay here for just a few more moments. And enjoy the fruits of your mental imagining, where things that mattered moments ago are no longer even in your field, because you know and trust that this state of being is what is real. And when you move and take action from this place of clarity, coherence, and stillness, you reach and fulfill your greatest potential. And now, just beginning to find some gentle movement in your body. Coming back into this time and space on your mat or wherever, whatever surface you chose to practice on today. Maybe you just turn your head from side to side, gently wiggling your fingers, your toes. And if you can and are willing and able, find yourself in all fours. You'll work your way to your knees and your hands. Have your heels connected and your big toes connect. Inhale as you lift the heart and the chest. Exhale as you tuck and round and push the floor away, stretch out the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hollow out the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just now allowing that energy to continue to move up the spine, getting the head and the pelvis to communicate through the spinal column. Bring it to center. Take that right arm, stretch it up, reach it up. Exhale, thread the needle. You're going to pull it right back out. Reach for the sky again. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle. Come down to that shoulder, the side of the head there. Set the hips back, stretch through the sacrum. Try to keep your toes and pull the heels together if you can. Inhale, release as you press through the left hand, reach the right arm back up to the sky. Roll out the wrist and bring the hand on down. Other side, pressing through that right side. The left arm reaches up, stretch it up like you're opening up, reaching for the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, twist, rotate the spine. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale and twist, coming down to the side of your head there. And just feel the stretch and the opening in the shoulder blade and the shoulders. Set the hips back a little bit and just breathe in and out. Take that inhale, press through the right hand. Left arm reaches all the way up, roll out that wrist. And bring it on down. Curl the toes under, straighten the legs, down dog here, pressing. Moving the back of the legs, just being so grateful for this body, these toes, these feet, these legs, these hips, these arms, this belly. Inhale, tap the knees down. Exhale, straighten it back out. Inhale, just rocking forward, tucking the knees down and back. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lower the knees back down. Bring the left knee bent in front, right leg out. We're going to press up. You're going to lift the hips up, open up, stretch through the body. Feel the connective tissue lengthen. Exhale, we're going to sweep it down. You reach for your long leg, little pulse here. Inhale, reach it up, stretch up. Exhale around, double pulse. Inhale, reach. Exhale and pulse. Beautiful. Bring that leg on in. Switch to the other side. Right leg bent, left leg out. You press through that hand, reach up, press your hips forward. So you're getting an opening. We're just moving that breath and that new mind, those new neural pathways. We're just connecting them into the body and noticing how good it feels. Bring it on down, double pulse to that long leg. Inhale up. Exhale, double pulse. Inhale up. Press those hips forward, get the stretch. Exhale, double pulse. And bring it back to center. Bring the feet in front of you from here. Toes together. Knees are kind of at a wide butterfly. Hands are behind your hips here. I'm going to show you this way. And then you're going to lift your hips up. Just let the weight of the knees open up the center area there. So this is opening up that sacral and root chakra where that creativity and that life force live in this greater, higher, elevated thought. Breathe in. And exhale, drop it down. Inhale, exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower all the way on down. Straighten the legs out in front of you. Reach up for the sky. Forward fold. Walk your hips back to deepen the forward fold here. And then gently roll it all the way back on up. You can find yourself center on your mat. Left arm up and over, and then twist, rotate in the spine. And when you look at your hands, just say, I love you, hands, beautiful nails, beautiful fingers, up and over to the other side. Side bend over and twist. And oh, thank you, spine, for being able to rotate like this. Thank you for this deep stretch. Inhale, bring it on up. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Exhale, just one final clearing of that auric field. Inhale, sweep it up. Energy draws up from the root of the spine all the way up, 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 up to the crown of the head. One last sip of air, hold it. Think about pumping fluid up the spine all the way up to the top of the head to the pineal gland. Decalcifying the pineal gland for greater trust in our own intuition. And exhale, hands to the heart. Palms in front of the heart. Rub the palms together. Inhale. Press the palms together. Exhale and Om in 3, 2. Thank you for showing up for your mind, your body, your heart, your spirit, and your spine. You are complete.